Hello everyone, welcome back to the CollegeCronista session on Linux commands. So today we are going to discuss about command operators in Linux. Okay, so this is basically we have few operators. Okay, just like how in Macs we have few operators like plus, minus, division, multiplication. So we do have similar operators for commands in Linux. So we are going to discuss about how and when to use them. Okay. So the first command is the ampersand operator. Uh, this operator is used to make a command run in the background mode. Okay. So if you feel that your command is going to run for a long time and you don't want to wait until it finishes and you have further commands to execute, then go ahead and convert it to a background job. Okay. So the way you do it is, for example, the ls-lar is going to list all the files in all the directories. That's again going to take a lot of time. Okay. So you just say like, hey, just write this to a file and like do it in a background mode and when you do that in a background mode, um, the OS gives you the process ID. Okay, it gives you a number, prints you a number. So just don't note down that number, which we will need when we want to bring this job to the foreground mode. Okay, so this job ID is very important. Okay, to check the status of the job, okay, whether it is done or not, you can call job, okay, a jobs command and then give that ID. It will tell whether it is still running or is it done. Okay, so there are two commands. So you can use ampersand to send a command to the background, and if you get your job ID, use that job ID to either bring it to foreground or even get the status using jobs command. Okay, this is true especially when we do some deployments and other things. So make sure you use this background mode. Okay, so that you can execute multiple commands in parallel. The pipe symbol. Okay, apologies for the font. It shows as if it's a straight line, but it's actually a pipe with a split in it. So this command is used to make the output of a command as the input to the next. So you take the output of a command and then you use that as the input to the next command. So as you can look at from the demo, ls-lar is going to list all the files, and in those lists, I want to see if there is anything that is having the word web server in it. I mean, not inside the file, but in the list of files and directories, is there anything with the name web server in it? Okay. So this pipe symbol is used to combine it is used to pass the output of a command as an input to the other and then combine multiple commands. And again, it's a very frequently used option. Okay, you cannot accomplish some things just with one command. You have to use the pipe to combine multiple commands to get it. Okay, so just use this operator. FG, okay, as we mentioned in the background command. Okay, so ampersand will move a job to the background. If you want to bring it to the foreground, then just say foreground and then percentage and then that number job ID that was given when it was switched to a background mode. Okay, again from here you can switch it back to background mode. That's no problem. Okay, but this is something that you may want to use it. Okay, if you feel like all the commands are done and there's only one command that is still running and you want to see it in foreground mode, just bring it to foreground. Okay, BG. Okay, again it is to move, okay, a job, okay, from foreground to background mode. Okay, so you brought a job to foreground, now you want to send it to background, just do BG command. Okay, again you cannot go back and use the AND operator, you have to use BG. Okay, so this is a tricky interview question. Okay, how do you start a job in the background, bring it to foreground and then send it to background? Okay, this is a very common interview question. If people have really used Linux well, they will ask this. So the steps are: use ampersand to start the process as background, and then use foreground to bring it to foreground, and if you want to switch back to background, use BG command, not ampersand. Okay, this is a very important interview question. and then redirect the output. So again, if you want to store the output of command to a file, just do it, like just execute the command and then the operator and then the file name. It will obviously do it. Okay, so in this, okay, there are few few filtering that you can do. Okay, make it only the errors get written, or you want to write everything to the file, you can use it using this operator. Okay, so try it out. Okay, and then let me know how it works. And then input. Okay, again, most of the commands actually accept a file name as an input, file as an input. Okay, so I haven't seen much commands using this, but again, it's like you can pass a file as an input to a command in this way. Okay, so so it's for commands that don't accept files as a parameter. You can use this one. Okay, again, one of the main thing is, I think the deployment scripts can be of this logic, where you can write a command for triggering. If you want to execute commands from multiple files, you can write a script and put it in a file, and then give that as a command to whatever command you want. Okay, so just try it. But again, most of them have file as input, command as a parameter. The ampersand operator, it's a very useful command. Okay, this is used to run multiple commands, but the condition is the first command should run successfully, only then the second command will run. Okay, again, a lot of batch jobs that we write use this heavily. Okay, so only when the first script runs very well, then we are going to use run the second script. Otherwise, we are not going to run it. Okay, and programs in general return 0 for success and 1 for failure, or anything other than 0 is actually a failure, I guess. So try it out. Okay, this is one of the things that is used very well. Okay, so try this command out. And there is the contrasting one, which is pipe. Okay, which is you run the command 2 only if command 1 failed. So this is like an alternate approach. Okay, so if command 1 fails, okay, try this. That's what the logic is. Okay, so it's an opposite of and. Okay, so use or. Okay, 2 pipes. Semicolon. No matter what the output is of the previous command, just execute these as independent commands, one after the other. That's it. Okay, again, it's not parallel. This will be executed in series. Okay, so execute command 1. Once it finishes, execute command 2, no matter whether command 1 failed or passed. So this is how you execute multiple commands. And again, you will, when you write a lot of batch jobs, you will need these operators, and they will come in handy for you. So the next session is going to be a very, very, very important session. It is called APT commands. So see you there.